if you look at down here, right down here, there's a lot of bloating, right? So I'm retaining water here because I'm not absorbing my nutrients that well. So I got to go get some vitamin B12 to help with that. And you can see it's like most of my swelling is right down here in the middle, like right down here, right? More large intestine. So, and I'm pretty thirsty all.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patient Channel Vlog. For my returning, my old subscriber, my new subscriber, may God bless you all for always tuning in. And those that come across my video, I respect you all. Kudos to you all. So guys, today's video we are going to talk about Dr. Justy. Guys, you're going to learn from him. If you want to like your body to get it fit, you like to know everything about yourself, you go to watch the video from beginning to the end. Take a little water and watch the video. Go to learn from him. Honestly, he really teach a lot of things in this video. Dr. Justice really show people the secret. So guys, now I'm going to draw the video. Before I draw the video, if you have never subscribed to my channel, please try to subscribe to my channel, like the video and share the video so that anytime I post, will be the first person that going to be notified, guys. So stay tuned and let's enjoy the video together, guys. Bye.
We're going to talk about stress gut today, what that is. So when you're going through a lot of stress, what it does to your digestion system. So we will talk. This is going to be an important subject. It's common. It's everything's your nervous system, your body, everything plays together. So we're going to talk about digestion. We're going to talk about how stress and vitamins and nutrition relate to how your body is able to process and deal with food, and also bloating, and how stress affects your digestion. So just a quick update as far as like easy ways to think about the nervous system. You have the fight or flight system, the parasympathetic system. That's your stress. And then you have the parasympathetic system, which is the rest and digest. So if you're always in the sympathetic system, which is fight or flight, you're not going to transition into the rest and digest system that well. And that makes bloating. So, what we're going to talk about today, because I just got some blood work back this morning, and my vitamin B12 levels have dropped 100 points since the last time I got blood tests. I want to say it was 5 months ago. So that's not good. Basically, when you're in a heightened state of stress, your B levels can drop. And that's important because vitamin B12 is really important for the nervous system. It's really important for the entire body. But also, if you don't have enough of it, it makes it harder to absorb the nutrients that you're getting. So if you can't absorb what you're eating, you're going to get bloated. And that's a form of inflammation. And that's exactly what I got going on this morning. And it takes a little bit of humility to talk about this, but hey, we all go through interesting trials and tribulations in life, and I'm no different. So I'm in this state right now. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do to fix it, what it looks like, what it presents like, because many people, especially in the States, are experiencing this because of our crappy GMO food. We tend to work more in the United States versus other countries. We are overworkers, and I'm probably an extreme version of that. I'm always working. Now, I mean, I like work, so that's not really a problem. So I'm going to show you what a stress gut looks like. So Samantha, your vitamin B lows too, as well. So I mean, obviously, I'm going to go to the store right after this and buy some B12. Probably I'll go to Whole Foods, or there might be a vitamin shop around here to get good quality. So when we talk about supplements, it's important to know that in at least the States, supplements are not regulated by the FDA. So that means that they don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of checks and balances to make sure that the quality of the products are that great. So you have to make sure that you get a brand that you trust to do their own clinical research. I usually use standard process, but basically most of the time you get what you pay for. So I did not dye my hair. It just looks darker today. Alrighty. So stress gut. So here's what it looks like as I just look through. All right. So that's me, always bloated. Lots of us. So last night, I went and had dinner with my with a friend that I know from Nigeria, in the music business, longtime friend, and I ate a pulled pork sandwich with potatoes, and I had a beer. So that all together, I woke up this morning nice and bloated. So for me, I get bloated when I eat too much gluten, especially highly processed gluten, such as like what's in the like a hamburger bun. So and I haven't exactly been doing the greatest on nutrition. Like many of you, when you start getting stressed and your life goes to shit, you eat to make yourself. You eat what comfort food, and I'm no different. I'm like, I wish I could say that I'm immune to making the classic eating mistakes. So B12. So this is when we're talking about B12. There's many reasons for B12 to be low, but since mine dropped 100 points since December, that's definitely most likely stress because there's nothing else in my life that's changed. So, all right. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is going to take some humility on me because I'm going to show you my gut, and it's going to be fun. It's not going to, I don't look that great right now. So it's not like I'm trying to show off my body. All right. So, if you look at down here, right down here, there's a lot of bloating, right? So I'm retaining water here because I'm not absorbing my nutrients that well. So I got to go get some vitamin B12 to help with that. And you can see it's like most of my swelling is right down here in the middle, like right down here, right? More large intestine. So, and I'm pretty thirsty all the time, so I'm probably not absorbing my water. I'm not retaining my water that well. So this is something that I need to fix for my own health. And also, vitamin B12 is extremely important for the nervous system, the brain. And I've had some brain fog and difficulty concentrating recently, also related to stress. So, what can you do to fix this? And what are the other signs? So here is the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve comes down, goes around the heart, and then supplies the gut, right? So how do you know if the vagus nerve is potentially tight and irritated? Well, you go right in here. See this little muscle here? Just go right in there and start poking around. And for me, right there is really tender. Right in there is the vagus nerve. There's one on each side. And this thing kind of comes down like a mesh. Okay? And the other side, right there. Okay? And this one's more tender. So this is my right side. Okay? So if you now I will do some I will treat this nerve myself. I'll just pin it down and then move my neck. I'm not flipping you off. This is just the finger I need to use for it. Okay? Those of you just tuning in, talking about stress gut, because I am bloated down here like a crazy mother because my vitamin B12 levels have dropped 100 points. So it doesn't mean that I'm dangerously low, but a 100 point shift in 4 months is huge. Okay? And if I get down in here and I start palpating the fascia and the abdominal ligaments that hold up my large intestines. This is for the sigmoid. Tender, really tender. So I'm just belly button over, like right there. When I get in there, that just kills. So that's because it's holding up the weight of my swollen large intestines from not absorbing as much, so it gets inflamed. So I'm not immune. So the sigmoid comes down, and then it goes, and then that's the exit. Okay. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to go for a walk because walking moves nutrients. I'm going to go get some vitamin B12, and I'm going to eat more meat, and I got to change my diet. I got to stop eating whatever the hell I've been eating, which is not much. So, so as a recap, for those of you that are maybe just tuning in, we're talking about stress gut. So the nervous system, what happens to your nervous system? What happens to your physiology when you go through a period of extreme stress like I am now? So when you go through a period of extreme stress, your nervous system is primarily in a state of sympathetic, which means fight or flight. You're either going to fight the lion or you're going to run away from the lion. Probably run away. And then the other side of the nervous system is rest and digest. It's called your parasympathetic system. Okay, that is your rest and digest. That's the ability for you to digest your food, absorb nutrients. So you need to be more in the parasympathetic side. If you're more in the sympathetic side, it's called sympathetic dominance, and that's a problem. That's exactly me right now. So what does that look like? Well, I have brain fog and I'm bloated all the time. So I wanted to find out why. So I got some blood tests, and my B12 vitamins dropped 100 points. So the important thing is, like, right here, all this like bloating, and it's basically inflammation, bloating and water tension, because I'm not absorbing. B12 helps absorb the nutrients into your gut, and it also helps with your nervous system. So what is that? And then when I get in here and start touching the stuff that the ligaments that hold up my large intestine, you know, my large intestine, then those are tender. So I'm going to treat these on myself. I'm going to just start to work them and try to start to help circulate the nutrients, because it's just basically it's waterlogged. And that's probably why I'm so thirsty all the time. So I've got to fix this. And this is a common problem for many people, actually. It's just not something that I've experienced in a while, but here I am, right? So I'm going to go get some B12. I'm going to go on a 30-minute walk to, like, walking when your pelvis moves. It, like, circulates fluid. And I need to not drink beer. I need to drink more water. And I need to get some more vitamin D. Cool? Love how transparent you are. Yeah, I'm I'm an educator. This is real life. This is not no sugarcoating here. Because how yes, I'm going through an interesting time right now, but it would be a shame if I didn't share these things as I'm going through them. So to educate others on what's going on in your own body when you go through life transitions, stressful times, maybe college, that kind of stuff, or having a new kid. So now I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go with some B12. I'm going to go for a walk. I think I'm going to do a few other things, and but you could even see it in my face. Like my face, you can see that there's water retention there. So I'm going to have to dose it up on some B12, get some fish oils, and yeah. See, I got to stop eating. I got to stop eating comfort food like this shit. Trail mixed. Yeah. I see a few of your comments. Believe me, I am not proud of what my body looks like right now, and I'm not trying to show it off because it's bloated and gross. It feels gross and it looks gross to me. What kind of foods get you bloated? Well, that's different for everyone. Really depends on your heritage. If you're more, a lot of, like say, if you're from an African descent, cheese and dairy is really tough on your system. For me, it's gluten. When I say gluten, Americanized gluten. If I go to Europe, I can eat a big pasta meal and be fine. Um, if I go to Africa or if I go to South America, I can eat gluten fine. It's just here because we have um, our GMO and the way we process things, the the lectin in the plants probably really bothers me. So if I was to be like just completely healthy, I would take out gluten altogether. But it's a little different for everybody else. I mean, some people can't have tomatoes, some people can't have pineapples. It you got to do a food sensitivity test to see what's inflaming you. Yeah, my vitamin. Funny enough, B12 is low and my vitamin D is low, which is funny because I live in California. Do I know anything about dry needling? Yes, I do. It's a great therapy. It's just like anything. You have to find somebody that's um, really good at it. Mm. How did I get my apartment clean? I cleaned it. I don't like to hire people for this stuff. I clean it myself. I just do it. I just do the first 20 minutes every day. I clean. Oh, I'm not body shaming myself. I'm just. It's more just like I don't feel good because I'm like bloated and retaining water, and my my mind's not as mentally sharp as it usually is. So it's more just a feeling. Like it's a feeling of grossness. So hopefully this helps um, as far as like just like an educational awareness. I mean, even me like thinking like, because I'm so distracted right now, I'm not even thinking necessarily that clinically or critically. And I was like, I should probably get my blood work done to see what the hell's going on because I'm not feeling the greatest as far as like just energy wise and bloating and that kind of stuff. So I got my blood work done and I was like, oh, duh. So, sometimes it's hard to be, that's the greatest mistake that you make as a clinician is to try to be objective on yourself because it's hard to control for your own biases. Yeah. Yeah, nothing like cleaning yourself. I find it therapeutic now, actually. Um, Especially since I live by the ocean now, so it's like I open the door, I listen to the ocean while In fact, let's go see what kind of day it is outside. And then I'm gonna get my day started. Take a shower and go. I'll go run, but let's see.